Okay, hello YouTube. Hopefully I don't chop my head off this time. That last video was horrible. The sound quality, I can't believe I put out that. Wasn't for me, it was for the board. Showing that high feed milk. Hopefully the audio is a little better with these earbuds. I had a follower ask me about, this is going to be all about the Bridgeport Easy Trak. If you don't have one or don't care about it, catch me on the next video. But what he asked me why I have this full keyboard on the Easy Trak. And quite simply, the only reason is because the 10 key up here doesn't have an F1 function. And I don't know why. I have the manual on it. I have it runs off of a diskette in the back. And something's funny there, where it needs to have F1 pushed before it. My options here are exit to boot, run CMOS setup, or run diagnostic. I don't do any of them. I just push that button right there. I hit enter. And it loads 640 kilobytes of memory. Woo. It was updated last in 1990. And all I did was I plugged the full keyboard into the place where this one was. So you can see what it's doing is it's loading up off that. It's a big floppy in the back. But I do have the book, the manual, and this machine is my go-to for just onesie twosie things, maybe up to 5 or 10 pieces before it gets up to CNC stuff. I usually use this right here. It's called Do Event, and the Do Event is cut a line, mill an angle, drill a bolt circle, mill a square inside, mill a pocket, or mill a pocket outside, mill a pocket inside, pocket rectangle, whatever you want. There we go. It's ready to go now. So what I do is I just clear all my handles off the vise to make sure nothing's going to happen, make sure my locks are off. It's just like the standard Bridgeport. You've got your locks on the sides. And I'll say move absolute, remove, and it will go home. So homes that way. Some of the little quirks about the machine is that, you know, it doesn't have Z-axis, so you have to remember the sequence to set your Z before you start the cycle. So it's home now, and that's from this point. I really don't need that big keyboard. I could still use all that up there if it was still hooked up. And maybe one day I'll get a new keyboard and figure out how that F1 to bypass. But right now, I'm just going to go to 0, which is over here, and I'll show you a do event function. You've got set XY, you can jog X or Y to a point. Escape always works and brings you back to the main menu. But I'm going to do event. You could mill a line. Let's say I'm at start to end. So we're at 0, 0 right now. You could, if you trigged out an angle, you could go anywhere you want to right now. But let's just say X 5.0, feed rate of 10. It's going to say boom, and it's going. It's feeding right now. Obviously, you want to drop the Z depth, but and you can increase the feed and speed with the up and down lever right now, you can make it go faster up to 150% or go slower down to 50%. And then once it gets to that position, it'll just stop. And usually if you're just face milling or something, I use, let's go back to 0, move absolute, 0, 0, 0, move, it'll zip over to 5 inches back where we were. Facing, when you face cycle, I'll show you this. It looks like that. So you put the home position on the left corner with your overlap offset, and you fill in those little values, and it'll do that right there. So let's do that right there. To event, face. I'm going to go, let's just go 2.0 so it doesn't take very long. And Y, 2.0. Always give it a Z depth, minus 0.2 is what I always throw in there. Otherwise, it will perform the function without the hesitation asking you to. So we're going to go, oh, I'm sorry. Face, you call 0. They go 2, 2 with a step over of 1.0. So it will just go that way, go that way, go that way. And like I said before, you can increase the feed rate up to 150. There's the 2, it's moving back that way. It's moving back that way. Going back, it's got one more path to go that way to fill the end off, just like the cycle. And you can play with those figures, but I do use face a lot. Set your Z depth on your stopper and just plunge, stop, run the cycle, go back to 0. It's done with the cycle, exit, move absolute, 0, 0, 0, goes back home. They have this one that's pocket in and pocket out. So depending on the variables you put in there, you can do a pocket in or a pocket out with a lead in. And this is where you would want to either pre-drill, or sometimes I'll just run the cycle twice and then lower the Z a little bit each time. Another, yeah, here, this explains it. You got box mill, inside box mill. Then you have pocket box mill. So it'll clear out the whole pocket and then finish the inside or outside. Yeah, outside circle mill. See right there, you can program it just to go outside and then outside circle mill or inside circle mill. So basically you're doing a left side offset or a right side offset, telling it the diameter of the tool that you want, and it will spiral clear out a hole. So that was, I use this one a lot when I have to face something and then do a bore, or if you welded something on something, you want to clean it up, make it nice. So, but the starting point is always the center, and then it always goes that way. Set your Z and go. So now we're into the drilling functions, where you have drill a row, you have drill a box, you have drill bolt circle. That's what I'm going to show you right now. It is so easy. If you have center to event, bolt circle, don't the radius. We're gonna go 2.0. Go to the center, 0, 0. Drill depth. Whatever you don't, it's, since this doesn't have the Z-axis drive, just put a value in there, otherwise it'll go boop, 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 and won't stop in between holes. So A start, so you can tell it where the angle start is if you need to. I've run into situations where my bolt hole circle is right at my limits of 12 inches. It might be a 14-inch bolt hole circle, but you can cock it just right where you can get the part in that 12-inch by starting at 15 or 30 degrees, depends on how many holes you have. So I'm gonna just start at 0, and it'll say number of holes. Let's do 5. So it says start. There's the first hole, but you also have this tether. The tether is the same as your input switch. So second hole, third hole, and that's so if you're just rocking over here, drilling, got John Cougar or something on it, you're just, and then switch out to the center drill, go to the drill right there, okay? And then you just tap back in, drill bolt circle, all your values are the same, hit go, goes to the next spot, little pink houses for you and me, just like that. And then you can do that whole bolt circle just like that, and all you have to do is hit that drill bolt circle, enter, 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 and you're back again. Okay, Diane. In the heartland. See? I love this feature. It's awesome. Let me see what we got next. We got the mill circle. Oh, mill slot. Also has, it's basically mill rectangle, but they call it mill slot. Okay? It just goes in and back, and the overlap is a lot less than mill rectangle. There is an MDI programming mode. I don't use it. I have it stuffed. They have you program this part right here. But I haven't put code in this machine in forever, but it has all of the blend in, blend lines. I know it's possible, and you can even translate around corners. They call that repeat. It's called repeat around an angle. Really cool machine. I hope that I answered some questions. I don't even know the guy's name. He just left me a video, and it's been on my mind that maybe I ought to show the machine off. Mill rectangle, you know, inside, outside, or pocket, and you just put 1, 2, or 3. I'll do a 2 in there. My tool diameter is a 1/2 inch. Center is 0, 0. The Z depth is my X-length is 2.0. My width is 2. My radius blend is 0.25. Approach is 0.01. Allowance 0.01 on the finished pass 0.01. The pocket step over 0.030, or the feeder at a 10 and 10, and boom. You go to start point, and it's cut. It overlaps smaller on the edges than the ends because it's less. But really neat machine. I've had it a long time. I take care of it. Anyways, that's what's going on in my shop today, and I thought I'd just drop that video, ramble a little bit. I'll show you what's going on over here on the lathe. We got that job off the Mori. It's gone. Bill it, ship it. I'm drilling these over here. Just like that. Take one out. Put one in. Push the button. That's the part. It's a lathe. It's around skinny thing. Camper. You know how it works. Got a drill. I'll finish those up. Clean the floor a little bit, wipe the Mori down. Pulled the fixture off that big milling job. I'll just stuff it in the back. Coat it down real good. Back to here and I'll sign out. Man, I really like that guy right up there. That air conditioner. It's been doing really good. In this side of the shop. That side of the shop's still hot. I can tell you, we go back here right through this door. Woo. I used the truck yesterday to go take some chips to Borg, and I noticed that, look at this mess. Look at that. I think I left the flap open and some water got down in there, and yeah, because I know it's not running. It's not running rich or nothing. I did have to put a fuel pump on it though. The fuel pump broke down on me. Yeah. That guy down in there. Let's see him. With my plumbing, I think. Yeah, it got to where it was just in one day, it would barely start. And then, so I ordered a late model. The other one had the lever on the bottom where you could prime it, but this one's got a, same thing I think, but uh-oh. Tire guy, what you got?
What you
Say
doing?
hi to the internet.
Huh?
Say hi to the internet. Oh, you're gonna be a star now. What do you got, man? Hang on, I'll sign out. I got things to do. Catch you next time.